my back.
What up,
Y'all got
though?
some wine?
Man,
Oh, heck no.
You like smoking?
And I do mean that.
You cute.
Y'all got life
Make it
insurance?
make sense.
You want
Those
life insurance?
were the days.
What's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Somebody's Aunties. I am your host, Keysha E.
I am Natalie Knox.
And I'm Chevy the Shegan, and we're giving you the tea, not your mama's sister tea either.
Not your mama's sister tea.
What kind of tea is we giving? Oh my gosh.
Long Island.
Long Island.
That's
Y'all
some
remember-
toxic tea.
Yo, I used to drink Long Islands in college. Never again.
We never cared about our life.
Never again.
And have you ever heard someone order without ice? I'm like, oh, you want to die tonight.
Yeah, Long Island is. First of all,
Island will take you
it's
out.
such a young person's drink. That's like your first drink.
If you
Yeah.
want, what if you went on a date and a guy said, give me a Long Island? I would leave.
Mm-mm.
No, that's not a red flag though. Like
That
I have
is
a
a
friend
red
who
flag.
drank Long Island's a lot, and
Natalie be
Yeah.
like, all right, let me get a Hypnotic and Hennessy.
no, my
To
drink
match
in
his
college,
Long Island.
my drink. What y'all know about Sex on the Beach? My drink in college was Sex on the Beach,
Clearly.
and
I
I just
never
kept it
drank that.
simple. Just
What
one
is
or
it?
two, or
you
I'm
guys
known for
tuning
also
in?
Smirnoff the little
You used to
wine
get drunk off
coolers.
those?
What's in Sex on the Beach?
Terrible.
I don't know. I just want it. Just tastes fruity. I don't know.
Terrible.
Oh my
That's why
gosh.
she on date naps.
Yeah.
I'm just joking.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go ahead and jump into this
Let me
today.
get
Let's
closer to
see.
you, Keisha. Let me get closer to you.
Oh, do you have to?
Can
I want
we
to.
get
I want to get closer.
closer than close?
I like my space.
She don't like no kids.
How we looking? We good? We
I-
good? Okay, cool. Let's talk to our producer. Go for it.
This is so ridiculous. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the topic. If you don't know, if you're just not tuning in, we don't know what we're talking about, just like you don't know
We
what we're
never
talking about.
know.
So we're going to pull from this
From
glass.
the teacup. Oh, we should get a teacup, teapot.
Tea. I don't really drink tea either.
What's wrong with you? Everybody like tea.
That's a relationship red flag.
You drink coffee?
Tea? I've never had coffee a day in my life.
Coffee's
So what's
not.
your drink for energy?
I don't need
Red Bulls?
energy.
Me either.
God gives me energy. Jesus is my energy.
Hallelujah.
So we're gonna end this here. 'Cause what?
I don't drink coffee
That's
either.
why you don't like to wake up.
And the way people be fiending for it, people be in line at Starbucks, like that is
I'll
crack.
never understand
that is
that.
drugs.
I'll never
Y'all
understand that.
addicted.
Okay.
It be little kids like I
Chevy-
gotta
Chevy,
have my Starbucks.
You feel attacked right now. I feel like you feel attacked right now.
Warm lemon water is totally fine every morning, and it helps your. Cause you didn't get that colonic, did you?
I want to cheat and see the
I did. I went twice.
To the girl,
Yes, I felt amazing.
Liza?
It
That's
was
a whole
weird
nother
though
podcast.
because
she was talking to
Colonics.
you the whole time like she wasn't pound shit out your body.
she was talking to me. The first time Not a Lot came out, and I was like, "What's happening here? Is she just playing me?" But then I guess I was just like backed up and jacked up. And then, but after you get the colonic, you have to sit on the toilet, and then it was
That's when
like
it was
a
like,
wave.
Backed up
And that's so
jacked
awkward
up.
because
It's
it's
like
not your toilet.
Yeah,
And then
but
you
feel
gotta,
so
and then you
comfortable.
come out, and you've been in there for an hour, and now I'm like, hey y'all, like let me pay and get up out of here.
We're talking about colonics today, ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen.
And that's the
because
tip of the day.
That's what
Get
happens
one.
when you
That's
get to be
literally
my
the tip of
age.
the day. Yeah,
Get a colonic.
we should
If you
definitely talk
full
about
of shit,
that.
you full of shit. Get a colonic.
I've never had one, but it's on my to-do list.
Yeah, you should get
It's
it.
on
It's
my
life
bucket list.
changing. I swear.
All
you had a
right.
colonic? You ever had a colonic
Have you had one?
before?
No.
Personally, you should get one. I'm gonna
It's on the-
recommend
it's
my
on- it's
girl.
on the
She's
to-do
really
list.
gentle. She's really gentle. She.
What's the question?
What's the question?
What are we dealing with today?
I'm sorry.
So the topic today is body images.
Ooh. What about
Ooh.
body images?
Do I like that? Do I like discussing body images? Some people are unfortunate.
You don't have no choice.
Some people are unfortunate in body images, and I only say that because they feel like they're supposed to be a different type of shape, and they have to look to other people as a reference what they feel like their body should be. So sometimes the body imaging conversation gets a little tricky. Cause let's just talk about BBLs, right? I'm
That's
with
the
if you want to make yourself look good, make yourself look good. However, you can't just get a BBL and go back to eating 10 lamb chops and 40 potatoes. Like, you still have to take care of yourself. I'm not spending $20,000 to get my body done. And then I'm eating everything I just took out. Like,
That's
it doesn't
exactly
even
what
make
you're gonna
sense.
do. That's the reason you're getting a BBL.
It's
Because
like
you
a
don't
start-
want to
it's
have
like a
to
fresh
eat healthy
start.
to lose it yourself.
For
to
everyone
lose
who
the weight
does not know,
yourself.
what is BBL, ladies?
That's a Brazilian butt lift, right?
Yeah.
But in
Brazilian
general,
butt
like
lift.
work on your body. I don't know what
Yeah.
most of them are called.
So
but
let's look at
most
Google.
People, I think, don't
Yeah, it's a good
eat
Google.
right.
The
That's why they
definition
don't do
of
it.
body image: the subjective picture or mental image of one's own body. One's own body. It's apparently there's 4 aspects of body image, right? There's the way you see yourself, like your
Yep.
perpetual image, the way you feel about the way you look,
Mm-hmm.
the thoughts and beliefs you feel about your own body,
Okay.
and the things you do in relation to the way you look. Different types of body image. So what do we feel about that?
I think you should love yourself. I
Mm.
think it's too much. To each his own. I
That's
ain't knocking
hard.
nobody who get work. Loving yourself?
hard. It's harder than what we think it is.
I think that people need to stop. Somehow along the way, there's this image of being perfect, and there is no perfect.
There's
so
no perfect.
whatever your body is like, we're not perfect in any way. Our body, us as human beings, our personalities, our minds, any of those things, right? So whatever your body is like, I think that you should love it and make the best of your body the way that you can. I'm not, to each his own. I don't care what you do with your body. If you want to get, I don't know, a kangaroo pouch put in. All I know is
hold up. Can you imagine going to the doctor and asking to add more?
People are getting abs.
People are getting knees.
People are getting dimples.
Higher knees.
Yeah. People are going in and asking for dimples.
Wait, is there a difference though? Like for people, is there an exception to the rule? Right? Like some people don't like their nose, for example. Yeah, so they'll say, I want to go get a different type of nose as opposed to I want a bigger booty. Is there a difference? Is there one we have understanding for? Like I want to get a bigger booty because I feel like I'm flat chested. I want to get breast augmentation because I feel like I'm flat chested. Or my nose is shaped kind of like this. I want to just straighten it out. Is it a difference?
I think it's the same. It's a part of your body that you don't like how it is, and so you want to change it. You want to do something to fix it. Type of surgery to fix it. I think, again, I mean, to each his own. I don't care what nobody do. I think I do. I hate that in general as a society. It's like, where are we headed? That is the norm, that I'm going to go under the knife and get my body done. People are losing their lives. People are getting sick. Like, people are losing limbs, and that is insane. And I think the way that we promote it is a little crazy to me, especially for younger people.
You never what?
Seen an 80-year-old woman.
They're going to be out here in a minute. I mean, for me, it's not for me. By no means. Yeah. There's nothing about my body that I dislike to the point that I want to go and have surgery. You know what I mean? Are there things I want to tighten up? Yeah, that's why I work out. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm like, oh, let me meal prep.
I'm gonna be real though. I have, and I agree. I'm the same. I'm like, I'm good with how I look, but I have thought about at least a small little thought of doing some type of
tummy tuck,
something to make the stomach smaller, and then I instantly snap out of it and I say, just work out. It's really just about having the mental. It's all mental, really. You know, I go work out and I'm like, damn, that In-N-Out smells so good. I want to stop and get a burger, but I just spent an hour and a half at the gym working on my abs. It's all mental, really.
But it's also moderation.
No, I don't agree with treating yourself until you're at a happy place.
I don't deserve moderation. To cheat. You can. When I was first started out with my trainer, he's like, you get a cheat meal. You know what I mean? Yeah. Otherwise, if you don't,
I don't think you get a cheat meal until you deserve a cheat meal.
But you deserve it. You worked out all week.
I disagree.
Well,
that's for you. But
I disagree.
That's the thing. Yeah, if you don't give yourself a little bit of it, you're going to completely fall off the wagon.
I don't think you should completely fall off. I mean, completely restrict yourself from it. But for me personally, what works for me, again, it's mental. I just had a great 2-hour workout. I don't want to ruin that by going to stop and get In-N-Out.
So for me, my cheat day is on Sunday. I don't work out on Sundays. So I don't. So
Sunday you eat whatever you want.
I don't eat whatever I want. I have one cheat meal.
So
I don't have the feeling of, I just hit the gym and now I'm about to go eat something bad. This is my day. I get to have one cheat meal because in life, moderation, and that's not going to kill me. Now, if I'm eating this all week, then it's a problem. So I don't know. For me, I just think that also when you get surgery, it's like you're completely changing your figure versus me working out and I am just, what's the word I'm looking for? I'm just making my figure a little bit better, right? I'm just making my stomach tighter, but I'm not taking my waist into this crazy. Like you see people sometimes and it's like, girl, you are about to not have nothing. Where's your small intestine, girl?
Where's your nose?
Yes.
It's really sad too. It's because what's the motivation behind it? I always want to know. Like, what is the motivation behind it? Luckily for some of us, we are happy with how we look. But for the people who are genuinely and truly not happy with how they look, it forces them to want to go do some modifications to their body. And that's what makes me sad. It's like, what is the motivation behind you wanting to look different than how you were made in God's image?
I think Instagram and rap videos is there has been this one set standard, which is ridiculous because y'all all walking around looking the same. Y'all all got that same one belly button. I'd be like, can you not choose a different belly button? That's how you can tell. That's the telltale sign. But I think that's what it is. It's like this one set image. Yeah. Especially and I can only speak on for Black women, that this is what your body has to look like. So now everybody is running to get this one body. And for most people, for 99% of you, it don't even look right. You know what I mean? So I think that's where it comes from. It's like society tells you have to look like this.
Society is whack. We need to
and then people fall for it versus being like, no, this is how I look. And I love how I look.
Yeah. I think too, like even like with me being plant-based, people like, you're the thickest vegan or plant-based person I've ever seen. I was like, because I'm not eating meat don't mean it's other things that
that's so weird.
Want to allow me. You know what I'm saying? But because it's a lot of things plant-based people can eat. shout out to me calling myself Shegan because I didn't like the word vegan because it was too boxy. So Shegan means a woman in tune with her mind, body, and spirit, fueled by a plant-based diet.
I love it.
Because I did not like the way vegan was sounding. Because when I say vegan, what you want, a salad? No, I want some flavorful leaves. Give me something, some beets, some butternut squash. I don't care, but even in that aspect, like when people like, I want to lose weight, my first thing is like, okay, you might need to go plant-based for 2 weeks. Because that's the first thing you got to do is detox your body.
Yeah.
And that's my whole thing, like with, get your surgery, do whatever you want to do. I don't care.
It's
not my money. It's not my coin.
Yeah.
However, you still got to take care of yourself after.
Right.
So what you going to do after? You want to go get more surgery and more surgery? And
that's
it's even scarier with people with no kids who want kids.
Because the thing is, you have to continue to do it to maintain it, right? From my understanding, it doesn't last. So you have to continue to do it. And then if you are going to get the surgery, 9 times out of 10 is because you don't want to make the lifestyle change, because you can lose the weight yourself. So then you're going to have the surgery and you're not. I know a lot of people who got a tummy tuck or I don't know the exact names of it. Got their stomach done.
Yeah.
And like not even a year later, you was like, "You pregnant? Your stomach done?" Yeah. So it's like you still have to.
I understand.
But it's this dream that's being sold of like you go get the surgery and then miraculously for the rest of your life.
It's also one of those things, and I agree with that. It's almost like one of those like supplements. When I first moved to LA, I don't know if this happens to y'all, but they were really trying to sell me on Herbalife. And I'm like Herbalife. I was like, because that's something I feel like you would have to probably continuously do for your entire life. And I'm just like, just work out, man. I did do it. I'm not gonna lie, I did do Herbalife like just because it tastes good.
We stop taking it, you start breaking out.
So it's just like
thinning out.
It's just like, yo, I just want it the normal way. I have another definition, by the way. It's a better one: a person's thoughts, feelings, and perception of the aesthetics or sexual attractiveness of their own body.
So I did an event. It was a Shegan vibe out, and I asked. It was a circle of vulnerability with women, and I was telling them about the things that I went through about my image, and I asked them, "Who do you see when you look in the mirror?" Because for a long time I didn't know who I was. Right. Now I knew who I was, but I didn't know what I felt like. And it was like a group of 10 women, and I said, "So who do you guys see when y'all look in the mirror?" Do you know a lot of them say I see nothing? And I was holding back tears in this event, and I'm like, okay, Chevy, this is really good because this is needed. But at the same time, like, damn, y'all are beautiful. Like, and I'm tripping out. And a girl was like, one girl, she said, I don't see nobody. I don't see nothing. One girl, she said, all I see is my career. One girl said she never looked in the mirror. That's scary for me. One of somebody I'm very close with came to my house one time. And they noticed, like, even my Instagram, whatever, they were like, you take a lot of pictures of yourself. And they said, are you vain? And I said, no, but I love myself. I said, I have to look at myself and love me, because if I'm walking around worried about what everybody else think, what am I attracting?
You'll also never be happy.
Well, who am I attracting? Walking around worried every 5 minutes, like, let me fix my shirt, let me fix my makeup. I just can't do that.
I like what you said there. Go ahead.
I was about to say, it's interesting the definition that you read of body image, because it's like your perception, but I feel like so many people it's not, because if it was truly your perception, everybody feels that they're beautiful. So the people that don't feel they're beautiful, it's not your perception. You're letting society's perception. But
that's the thing. I don't think everybody feels that they're beautiful. No, those women you're talking about, they don't feel
that's
beautiful.
What I'm saying. But so then it's not, the definition you read is your perception of how you feel.
How you feel about yourself.
Why do you not feel beautiful? Because you're going by somebody else's perception of what beauty is. So so much of the outside world and what the standard is, which changes from time to time. Because at one point, remember, it was like light skin, or it was like this type of hair, or this or that.
We're a brown paper bag in LA.
Now
just to let you guys know, we're dark skinned girls.
Now it's, you know what I'm saying? Or even with young girls, it pains me. And to each his own, I'm not knocking nobody. But when I see young girls, young girls, and they want like weave, it's like, why?
You don't feel short up there. No, I'm just
but rock your short hair. If your hair's short, your hair's short. It's beautiful women.
But what about Africans bleaching their skin to be light skinned?
That's insane. Especially for Africans, because I feel like they are the most beautiful people on the earth. This is where life started. You know what I mean? In Africa,
we set the tone. We've been setting the tone.
And so it's like, that's sad, but that's just how deep the outside world.
But also outside world. But you also said something very key too. You said 2 words that is just, you said self-love, right? That's what it's about too. Self-love, regard for one's own well-being and happiness. Right, considered as a desirable rather than narcissistic characteristics. So a lot of it is just I don't love myself. I'm not happy with what I see when I look in the mirror. It's not necessarily a society thing. It could be partly, but it's also like
not love what you see
because it's also
if you
like
didn't have any.
Well, because for
standard.
example, I could look in the mirror and I could say, man, this is flabby for me. I like this to be a little tighter. That doesn't necessarily mean that I'm looking at TV and I'm like, man, hers is tight. I want mine to be tight.
But if society,
no, it's just like, man, I just wish this was a little tighter because this makes me feel better. I'm just giving another outlook of the situation.
But let me ask you this: if society felt like or put the standard that flabby arms are beautiful, then would you feel that way about your flabby arms?
Well, no, I'm not even thinking about society. I'm just saying like this for me. This I don't like how this looks. I don't like that my belly sticks out a little bit. It has nothing to do with society for certain people. Some people really just want to tone up and look better. It has nothing to do with society. They just want to be in shape and just look better.
My question for both of you guys is, what is your definition of self-care?
For me, self-care, I'm super big on self-care.
Yeah,
and
huge.
It is just taking time out for me and doing the things that I love. The things that truly make me feel happy, the things that bring me joy. Joy. It's about relaxation and taking a break from everything. Like I love going to the spa. I had this conversation.
I was
with
going to say,
Natalie.
what's your favorite self-care activity?
Wait, I was going to say, what's your favorite self-care outfit?
My favorite self-care activity outfit. So my favorite self-care activity is the spa and the movies.
Okay.
I love. Shout out to Burke Williams Spa.
Yeah,
I will pay top dime. I will pay top dollar for it because you can use the facilities. You have the jacuzzi, you have the sauna, you have the steam room, you get a massage. I turn my phone off. Like I'm having like that is my thing and I love it. Yeah. And then I go to the movies by myself, usually every Tuesday.
Oh, that's wonderful. Me too. I have to say that's mine too, going to the movies.
Yeah, that's my like self-care activity. Sometimes it's just Target. Sometimes it's as simple as going to Target.
Just being alone. What about going to eat by yourself? I used to frown upon that.
My self-care activity. And then my self-care outfit is typically sweats. Like it's a comfy jogging suit or some leggings and a hoodie.
Yeah.
My activity too is just alone time. Like I like being by myself. I love going to the movies solo. Maybe I go out to eat solo. When I first moved to LA, I was like, I'm not going out to eat by myself, but it's so fun. I don't have to worry about nothing else. And then my favorite outfit, probably just T-shirt and my panties on.
Just like you like it.
T-shirt and my panties on.
But wait, in my mind, she's gonna saying she's going to eat by herself. So I'm like,
no,
you got the rest on your drawer?
At home, but I just want to chill. Yeah. Like one of my favorite self-care activities too, I'm not gonna hold you. One of my favorite self-care activities is T-shirt and panties and watching Judge Judy or something just chill. Like reality TV I love. I just want to be at home. Yeah. I'm kind of a homebody. Earlier we were talking about it a little bit. I'm more like a introverted extrovert. Kind of. Like I could be at home. I can go outside too. What about you?
What's your self-care?
My self-care is literally doing feel good things to my body. Yeah. So like drinking warm lemon water. That flushes out my toxins first. Drinking a green juice. Like sitting still for 30 seconds. People have a hard time meditating sitting still. I'm telling you, if you try it 30 seconds a day, it becomes a routine.
Sitting with yourself, I just implement that in my daily
I have to journal too. And I have to say gratitude. This is like a full day, and I decided not to dedicate one day. This is every day. This is every day. And then my self-care kind of like favorite outfit, I love feeling like I'm on a vacation every day. So I'm in my house in cute dresses, flowy dresses. I have to feel like I'm on vacation. I have to feel like I'm that vibe. Like my home in particularly, which is going to be rentable very soon, but it's a place of healing. But I want you to feel like when you wake up, you can create whatever reality you want. And you know what I'm saying? In your everyday. But when it comes to body imaging, like for a long time, I thought I struggled with that because like as a young age, like I used to get picked about my scar on my face. So when I grew up, I was like, I want to get it removed. But then I found somebody that said, but it's sexy. And I was like, well, I'm keeping it. You know what I'm saying? But it was so interesting how someone was like, whatever this flaw is that you think you have, to me, I like it. I want it.
I like that.
Like I used to have like these like stretch marks on my butt, and I used to be like, oh, this is so dumb. And then one day somebody said, oh, I love them waves.
It's so funny you say that.
Like, I'm keeping them.
It's so funny you say that because our flaws turn into like our greatest assets. Because people in middle school used to make fun of my lips. I remember my friend in high school who used to be like, lip mo squad is dangerous. I mean, shout out to my homie Tyrell. He used to literally be like lip mo squad. So I don't mean made fun of like tease. I mean like my friends would clown me and stuff until I moved maybe to LA or maybe a little later in life when I would start to get compliments on my lips. And like, your lips are so full when people are going to get surgery like we were talking about, for full lips. And I was just like, let me go ahead and embrace these lips of mine. Ever since then, for like the past 10 years, I'm like, let me embrace these lips. It's okay. Like, they're not soup coolers anymore. Like, they are just beautiful. And I'm
like, I got a gray hair. I'm like, I love my
It's like one of my greatest features, I feel like.
I don't like this gray hair I'm getting. I got like 2 strands. I was like, wait a minute. But
you do have something from when you were younger where they kind of like, hers was her.
I started when I was
my lips when I was younger, because I feel like my lips have always been the same size despite the size of my head. So when I was a kid, but I was never teased about it. I was just always self-conscious about it, because I think also my mom has full lips, but she's an adult, so again they didn't look as big as I did as a kid. Like, so I remember I would take my pictures and I would like put my lips in. But I would probably say maybe around like high school. I would probably say once I started wearing like lip gloss, maybe. Then I was like,
you embraced it.
I love my lips.
You got that beauty supply cherry.
We all had the cherry with the little roller ball at the end. Oh my goodness!
You had to pop the roller ball out when you needed a little more.
I never had that.
You never had that.
What kind of lip gloss did you use?
This is another episode.
I used to use
a Carmex girl.
No, not Carmex. I used to use lip smackers.
Oh, lip smackers too.
Yeah.
Lisa Frank?
I used to Lisa Frank was the
Trapper
Keepers
too. She made Trapper Keepers and lip gloss.
I never had her lip gloss, but I had lip smackers. Yeah, for sure.
She also had never seen like Roots.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, even with that, it's never a thought of like, I want to change. I need to have surgery and like, you know what I mean?
Always
it's like,
been pretty
this is who
I
am.
Yeah.
It's different than most people, but this is who you know what I mean? So it's like, I think to the point, I think it's okay because we're human. And like I said, nobody's perfect. So there's always going to be something. One of your titties is bigger than another one. You know what I mean? Or whatever it is. Yeah. But to the point where it drives you to want to have surgery to put your life at risk. And that's the thing that I care about. Is like, people are dying, and that's insane. And you don't even know what you're putting in your body.
And they don't want to do the research.
They don't want to do the work.
It's like, I mean, even people who don't go to cheap route. Look at Kanye West's mama. I'm sure she didn't go to cheap route. Kanye got some money.
But just imagine if she would have did the research on,
or imagine if she just didn't get it. You know what I'm saying?
I'm getting it. I'm rich.
But I mean, it's each his own. I'm not knocking it, but I just think that to learn to love the things that even that you don't like about your body, to still learn to love them.
But then now it gets a little deeper, right? Because then let's say you're in a relationship. And you love your body, but your partner cheat on you with somebody that's you're like, oh my God, maybe he cheated on me because my butt isn't bigger or my waist isn't. It goes so mental.
But then what? Like, you go get a BBL, y'all break up anyway, and the next dude checking for you don't like girls with BBLs. So you can never do it for somebody else. And you know what? An interesting thing too is my last relationship. The dude that I was like, I think I'll crack the joke. I have a joke that I crack about because I had a lump in my breast. And so I crack a joke, and in the joke I'm saying, in my bit, I say something about like, y'all want to take some titty out because my boobs are already small. And he checked me when I got off stage, and it was just a joke, right? I wasn't really like feeling this way about my boobs, and he's like, I love your titties. Like, don't ever say that.
Did you get his number?
This was my man. So it was like,
this was your man.
So this is another thing, is like, who you're with is who they should love your body as well.
I didn't hear what you said.
They should know that you're flawed. And
you're not answering.
I really didn't hear what you said. You did say something, but you said it fast.
You said it so fast, and I was like, "Did you get this number?" She said, "This is mine."
I said this was my man.
Oh, that's all okay.
No, I thought you was being funny.
No, I didn't hear you.
So no, the point that I was making is like, that person that you with should affirm and love you because you flawed. You flawed anyway. We're all flawed. You know what I mean? But they should never be putting you down for the things.
Love
that
me,
either
flaws
they
and
don't
all.
like, or you don't like.
Love me, flaws and all.
Beyonce song.
I don't know. So I mean,
end of the day, body image, self-love, great topic.
Know yourself, do the
definitely
research.
Leave comments, tap in with us. I don't know if we should get to the email.
I just want everybody to love themselves.
Just love you
as they are.
But let me just also say this as a disclaimer.
I wish it was more easier to do.
I was about to say, it's not for a lot of people. It's not easy to do. It's not easy. For you, it might be easy. For me, it's a little easy because we're pretty much happy with how we look. We don't want to do the surgeries. But some people literally, like you said, look in the mirror and is like, I do not like this.
Imagine men, though, on the body image side.
I'm sure
men have it even harder.
Yeah.
Because you got to have money. You got to have, like,
but
they have it way harder.
Because you will see a dude with the boldest body that is demanding a woman to have a tight waist, snatch this, big booty. Like,
because it's good for his image.
But do dudes have the body image issues that women have? Because I feel like they don't.
If you looking like,
they don't. I don't think
they have it as intense.
One, their clothing isn't as fitted as ours.
Men are way more.
A little bit of weight on them. It is quote unquote acceptable, right, for society. If we're talking about society,
because then they start talking about dad bods.
Yeah, it's never. They're never shamed for that, but women are shamed for it, and our clothes are form fitting, right?
We get called
we're
self-conscious
if you got on a tight dress and your stomach is not flat. So I think it's almost designed for women to have the body image issues more than men. Yeah. And to your point, I think that is, you know, a very valid point that a lot of women, like, it's not as easy to do.
No, it's not easy.
But I encourage you to learn to please love yourself. Like, love yourself and know that not only should you love yourself, but it's somebody out there that loves you exactly like you are. You go changing things and they don't want that.
Also, it's a thin line too. If you do look in the mirror and you say, man, I want to lose some weight, that's not necessarily that you don't love yourself. It's just you want to take care of yourself. It's like, yo, I want to go to the gym and get a little six pack popping off. That doesn't mean, so there's a difference. I want everybody to know there's a difference of like self-love and
absolutely,
and body images and just actually wanting to get fit and want to live a healthier lifestyle.
I heard my
I heard my
auntie say something, and this is not the type of podcast where we're judging celebrities. We don't care. That's not our life, right? That maybe it's the Kardashians, but let me tell you, the first time I wanted a big booty when I went to the strip club, and it was nothing but black women in there, and I said, well, damn, where do they eat? Because I need whatever they eat, I want it. It wasn't even the Kardashians that wanted me to look at my body to say, oh, you might need to get a smaller waist. It was the black women I seen first in my hood. In my hood, how black women was carrying themselves as a boss. Like, it wasn't even about how your body looked. You carry yourself as a boss. And that's it right there. But when I first stepped foot in the strip club, it was at All Stars in Detroit. And I said, well, damn. They make these a lot?
They make
Where these women
Is there a factory? Is there a factory?
Yeah, you know, and I was like, oh my God, black women are just so dope.
But you made a good point. You said carry yourself like a boss. And so I think that's a good point. No matter what your body, no matter what you look like, no matter what your body type is, be confident in that. And then even if you feel like whatever it is that you don't like about yourself, I encourage you to find something that you do love about yourself.
Yep.
Maybe this is this way. Your nose is a certain way, and that's your nose. But guess what? I got a beautiful smile. So maybe I'm a smile all the
time. Be a boss.
You know
love
what I'm saying?
yourself.
So like, focus on the thing instead of focus on the negative things. Focus on the positive things, and you don't know who might like that. It's more important for you to like it, but you also don't know who might like your nose or who might like my
spine.
Whatever it is that
I used to be very self-conscious about my spine.
Yo, I swear I wish we had more time, y'all. We need to, we do have to wrap it up with the email. We do a question of the day. So we're gonna have Keysha read the question, but I really wish we had more time to kind of dig deeper, because these are some topics that people want to talk about, and it's topics that kind of sometimes swept under the rug. So I'm happy to be able to kind of discuss this with my girls. But we do have a question. Again, where can they send their questions to?
You wanna?
Oh.
We both like.
No, but you can send it to somebody's auntie at gmail.com, and it's TEA, not TIE. Auntie.
Ooh, that looks like a long one.
What's the T?
Okay.
This is, we need a coffee
niece
cup.
Niece or nephew.
Question of the day,
Nephew.
Okay, is this a story?
Pause. As I reading this, the first question, and I looked at the name, I said, okay. All right.
All of your questions are anonymous, guys. We will not disclose
unless
any
you
names.
want your name
we
to
would
be
just say
known.
simply niece or nephew. So this is from one of our nephews. It was Thanksgiving, and after dinner, the family started to drink and play games. I started to notice my girl's mom was being a little more touchy. Her hand was on the lower part of my back, touching my arms and slightly squeezing. And when she laughs, she'll place her hand on my knee under the table. I was a little uncomfortable, but I didn't think much of it. Hours passed. It was late. People started to leave or go to bed. My girl and I started to clean the kitchen, but she got tired and wanted to sleep. She left, and I continued cleaning. The mother came into the kitchen, and we were just talking normally. She was complimenting me, but that's normal, too. I finished cleaning and was headed to bed. The mom kind of blocked me from leaving the kitchen, so I uncomfortably laughed. She then grabbed my dick and intensely looked into my eyes. I was shocked and scared and pushed her away gently and went to bed. I laid in bed, looked at my girl, and thought I should tell the mom about herself. So I did just that. The only thing, it was hard for me to talk because her mouth was on my dick. Am I wrong to want this as a tradition? So wait a minute.
It's given. You know why I don't fuck with family?
Am I wrong to
family?
what? What's that last
my husband. Faith. It's given faith. Fuck family.
Am I wrong to want this as a tradition? What in the Blanche Devereaux?
So he liked the attention of the mom hitting on him, and also
women
going into the room and getting it in with his girl too. He liked that tradition of just the attention of being wanted.
He believed in incest. That's what was given.
I mean,
that's a hard one. That sounds like a novella.
Incest. That's borderline incest.
That's a soap opera. That's Young and the Restless. Right?
I mean, everybody is into what they into. I think.
What did I just read?
The mama and the daughter.
I just read.
That's a lot because you're gonna have
my husband.
What if you get both of them pregnant? Then one kid is the
oh
auntie
my God,
to the
that was
sister
on.
to the...
Okay, go with this, but that was an episode on Shameless where I can't think of the name, but the black actress girl, she was dating a white male. V.
Yeah.
She wanted to get pregnant, and her mom ended up carrying, but her mom had sex with her boyfriend, and the mom and the daughter was pregnant at the same time by V's
That's
boyfriend.
more than Project
really?
Twins
I don't remember that episode.
Yeah, you remember that? And they had twins. V had twins, and then her mama had a baby. Wow. Yeah, it was.
How did I miss that storyline?
This is giving incest, and I'm sorry, sir. I don't know what type of world you think that is a turn on in, but I pray for you, and I pray that your girlfriends beat your ass, because how dare you? Like,
I mean, I definitely would have told her though. I wouldn't be able to. My conscience is.
But
I would have to say something.
He wanted it.
He want the thing. He want the situation with the mama. The mama
he wanted some mama and daughter.
He like, well, if she do it like this, let me see what her mama do it like. Where she learn it from?
Carlos is like shaking his
I
head.
mean,
This is crazy.
It's gonna be a real
first off,
messy Christmas dinner.
You need therapy.
Where is the daddy at?
Where is the daddy?
Because you gonna get your ass whooped by that daddy.
Families.
If the daddy is in the picture, that's where you're gonna have the issue.
Doesn't seem like the daddy's
messing
in
with
the
his
picture,
wife.
because that's
or maybe he need to just date
that's
the
a
mom.
movie. I'm about to write that.
Right.
I'm wondering what made the mom feel like she could do that.
She's single.
She's done it before. She's done it before.
He must be hot. He must be so hot to be like, yeah.
But also, are you giving her?
It was giving fuck
any
my
type
daughter.
of inclination that she could get away with that.
I don't have.
Have
kids.
you
We
been looking
have
at the
seen
mama?
this in movies and stuff. Y'all
We have
remember
seen
Next
this.
Friday when Kim Coles, I think her name was, or whatever her name is. She was messing with Ice Cube, and it was just like the dad was right there, and it
that
just
don't matter.
You remember?
That's
so
they
don't.
That's his nephew.
But that's a comedy.
That's his nephew, though.
But I'm just saying, it's for somebody to write it. It's obviously happening more often than we like to admit. I'm sure.
I mean,
It's never happened in my family. But
think
if your man tell you your mama grabbed his
right,
thing,
that I know
what
of.
would you do to your mama? Would you beat your mama?
No,
ass?
that ain't happened in my family.
Would you beat your mama ass?
if my man told me that one, I know that he was just joking because that's not. I know that's not.
It ain't
my
no
mama.
joke. He's telling you the truth. Because men get sexually assaulted as well.
But I know my mama. Like I know that ain't my mama.
If your man tell you your mama touched this thing and looked at her and said, "Give me your soul," what
lying. Why you lying on my mama like that, bruh?
So now your mama.
I know my mama.
So
I know
now
she
your
didn't.
mama sexual harassment.
If my mama was the type where I'm like, oh, she probably did that.
Let's just say this really happened.
We gotta have a conversation. That's the issue. I don't know that I'm gonna fight my mama. I mean,
Yeah.
I guess I don't
What
have
if
that
your mama got in
relationship
the
to where I
bed with
could
your
be
man
like,
naked?
then I might.
You like, this my mama though.
Yeah. On
I'm not gonna be like,
that
this my
note,
mama
y'all.
though, but also it's kind of like, yeah, that's a sticky situation. I mean, I think that a couple things. One, what type of attention are you giving a mom to make her think she can even do
This
that?
is a 2-for-1 deal.
Two, I mean, that's a conversation you got to sit down and have with your girl. I don't know how that conversation is gonna
Me
flow.
either.
Like, so I want to. I
It's
love
giving
you,
mink,
but
mink.
who did? Okay, now I'm intrigued to know who gave the better head, the mama or the daughter. At this
And
point.
on that note, we will
another
end.
question.
On that note, we will end. We have to come back next time. We do have to wrap up
Is
this
your mama head good or
podcast.
is your daughter head good?
That's
The time
that's
police
gonna be the
over here.
topic for next
We
time.
having a
That's
good
gonna
conversation.
That's gonna be the topic for next time.
It's not.
for
It's
next
not
time.
now.
That's gonna be the
We
topic
need to
for
talk about
another
this
day.
now.
That's gonna be the topic for
Run us
another
back
day.
and tell us who had the better head, the mama or the daughter.
That's a follow up.
That's a follow up. We need a follow up, nephew.
Yeah, nephew.
Fast.
We will see you
At
all
this point.
next time.
It is messy, but
Make sure you guys
Make
like.
sure y'all send an email.
Make sure you like, share, and subscribe to the podcast.
Yeah.
And next week, same time, same place.
same time, same place.
Later.
Bye.